on the dais. Requesting Dr. Neeraj Mittal, Chairman of Digital Communications Commission and Secretary of Department of Telecommunications, to kindly take the dais, kindly join us on the dais. Shri Manish Sinha, Member Finance, Digital Communications Commission, to kindly join us on the dais. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Srimati Madhu Arora, Member Technology, Digital Communications Commission, to kindly join us on the dais. Shri Rohit Sharma, Member Services, Digital Communications Commission, to kindly join us on the dais. Mr. Gulzar Natarajan, Additional Secretary, Telecom and Secretary, Digital Communications Commission, to kindly join us on the dais. Mr. N.G. Subramaniam, Chairperson, Bharat 6G Alliance, to kindly join us on the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
Very warm welcome to you. So with the permission of Chair, we are starting the program. So may I now request Dr. Kumar Sivarajan to give the bouquet to Honorable Minister. Mr. Kumar Sivarajan, please. Professor Bhaskar Ramamurthy, sir, please come. Professor Bhaskar Ramamurthy, two-member Finance. Professor Kiran Kuchi, are you here? Professor Kiran? Yeah, I think then Mr. Anil, let the Mr. Anil gives to. Yeah, I think you have already given, sir. Okay. So please, you just continue the program.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a very warm welcome to each one of you to this inaugural ceremony. Moving ahead, I would like to invite Mr. N.G. Subramaniam, Chairperson, Bharat 6G Alliance, to kindly join us on the dais for the welcome address. Please join your hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. Honorable Minister for Communications, Sri Scindia Ji, Member Finance, Member Services, and all the dignitaries, my industry colleagues, friends from the media, and Secretary Telecom. Let me at the outset welcome all of you to this inaugural session of the 6G Symposium. And I'm frankly overwhelmed at the kind of participation and the agenda that we have. Let me be brief, and it's difficult to predict, especially the future. So said Yogi Berra. Having said that, unless we keep connecting the dots and with the current innovations that is taking place, life won't be interesting. So let me share with you a couple of things that I came across in the recent past. I was in Paris, and I had the opportunity to visit one of the labs just outside of Paris. There, I entered and I saw a huge production line. And they were producing two-wheelers and scooters. And I was asked to actually say that, look, okay, you wear this device, you can go and join and the production line and help manufacture the scooters. So I went there, and then I intuitively, I was actually figuring out how to do it, what is my role in that particular production line. And immediately I started to receive interactively what I should be doing, I was just looking at that and then actually doing it. And it was controlling whether I was doing it correctly. And it's like improving the quality and getting the correctness of this whole thing instantaneously. And by the time I moved from one step to the other step, at the end of it, they said that, look, I'm going to change this production line now. And I saw within 10 minutes time, they could reconfigure it, and that same production line, they were producing candies. I mean, that's the kind of possibility that we are seeing with the kind of digital technologies and communication technologies that is coming in. And I also saw something very scary and unusual, that two people who were, some was in Japan, and another person was in Boston. They were wearing something in their head. And they could connect with each other. They could read their minds. Their brains were able to communicate. Very interesting. And this person was raising his right hand, and the person in Boston could actually raise his right hand as well. And then he was saying that, look, this person in Boston was saying that, look, okay, I want so-and-so to blink his eyes. In no time, the person in Japan actually blinked his eyes. So I think, and back in India, I think we at Tata Steel, which is one of our group companies, have done a massive deployment of sensors in the production floor, and we could really see the impact that it creates, the edge computing that can happen. So the art of possible in all these technologies is really humongous. And I think, the future, as I said, it's very difficult to predict, but given these 2 or 3 experiences that I have, it's really going to be seamless connection and interaction between humans, machines, and various other devices. I think it's something we can confidently say because we are seeing some of this already happening. A reliable, secured, and trusted next generation network is really essential to make some of these things possible and reality, which will overall improve the quality of life on planet Earth. So we in India and Bharat 6G Alliance are visualizing this future by working with TSPs, academia, R&D organizations, and OEMs to define these experiences. And all these are going to be a lot of technical innovation, a lot of experience innovation, and I'm confident that it will empower people at large. The 6G Symposium, I think with all your help, we have put together a great agenda and a lot of sessions between today and tomorrow. And it's going to be extremely productive, and it's going to align a lot of things. I believe that it's going to bring a lot of us together to nurture an open, collaborative research and innovation possibilities. See, on that note, it's my great pleasure and privilege to once again extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Minister, our beloved, respectful Secretary, and all the others for this inaugural session of the 6G Symposium. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Honorable Minister of Communications and Minister of Development of Northeastern Region, Government of India, Shri Jyotiraditya M. Scindia, for the keynote address. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
Seated on the dais with me, Secretary Telecom, Neeraj Mittal ji, Additional Secretary Manish ji, Rohit Sharma ji, a very keen proponent of innovation and collaboration, NGS, thought leaders, policy makers, innovators from across the world present here today, in India, my friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first welcome you all to this international 6G Symposium. Welcome you all in a land that has a long history of innovation, a long history spanning over thousands of years of creating paradigm shifts, but also a long history of sharing our discoveries, of improving the quality of lives of our people with the rest of the world. The Prime Minister's two imperatives, while talking about a digital world, a digital India, are based on the fundamental premises, as I mentioned in my address yesterday, of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Vikas, and Sabka Prayas. Translated into English, one earth, one family, one future, trust for all. And the best example of that for you, ladies and gentlemen, is that India's innovations, in her resolve and in her march of digital India, first of all, are all inclusive for her 1.4 billion people. And therefore, if you talk about the digital payment systems, you talk about the Aadhaar card, which is your identity card in India. We talk about the United Payment Interface, UPI. Fundamentally, it must include all citizens. In the month of August alone, we had close to 1.5 billion transactions on UPI. In the month of August alone, close to $275 billion. Today, 46% of all the digital transactions in the world, 46% are done in India. Just last month, the Prime Minister, with the touch of a button, transferred direct money into 93 million marginalized farmers' accounts. A sum close to $2.5 billion in one touch. So today, all of India is part of this movement. And that's why in my speech I said yesterday, we followed the world in 4G. We marched with the world in 5G. But when we work with all of you together across the globe, it is our aspiration that in collaboration with you, we will lead the world in 6G. That is India's potential. And I am very confident that this Bharat 6G Alliance, the B6GA, that has been put together, covering all stakeholders, from government to industry to academia to corporates to entrepreneurs to researchers. The 7 working groups have done a tremendous job. And I am very confident that this group will be value additive to the ITU and to 3GPP as we strive to derive the standards for the global world to follow. There are 1 or 2 points I'd like to make as we chart our path. India is today the voice of the global South. And in that refrain, while we chart our path into what today is the unknown, and as all of you sitting in this room will craft that unknown into the known for the rest of humanity, I think a fundamental premise that all of us must keep in mind is the fundamental premise of inclusion for every single person living in the globe. Our 6G standards, and 6G, which is characterized by unprecedented speed, low latency, transformative applications, must be for all, must be inclusive, must be accessible, must be affordable, because only then will it represent true meaning and true value for all of humanity. Along with that, as we set the regulatory environment, I think India has a tremendous capability to contribute to the formalization of our regulations. If I may put a picture for our members and leaders in the 6G Symposium, the standards that we come up with, the regulations that we come up with, the highway that you will architect, the carriageway that you will found, must ensure that it poses tremendous value to that marginal farmer sitting in the fields of Bihar, a state in India, as it would to every student in the villages of Latin America, as it would to every single artisan in the hills of Africa. And that purpose must be very clear and incisively molded in our minds as we chart that path. I do believe at the same time that as volumes expand and as data permeates our lives and as access to the world knows no limits, we must also, whether it's 3GPP, ITUs, WTSA, we must also ensure security. We must also ensure cyber security for every single citizen that avails of this opportunity. Finally, I believe that India has a tremendous opportunity in this area. As the standards are set for 6G, technology is going to become much more software-centric. And as technology becomes much more software-centric, India has an inherent comparative and competitive advantage, considering her tremendous engineering and software skills that have been honed, finessed, and harnessed over the last 4 decades. Consider this, that close to 31.7% of the world's STEM graduates hail from India. And therefore, that presents a huge opportunity for us to be a very vibrant supporter of this 6G technology, which will open the doors for AI, open the doors for IoT, open the doors for ML. And as we chart that path, I'm very confident that our Bharat 6G Alliance will play a very constructive and a very collaborative role, a very value additive role going forward while putting together the 6G regulations and standards as we walk down that path. When I say constructive, when I say collaborative, our B6GA has already forged alliances with the next G alliance in the US, the 6G SNSIA 1A alliance in Europe, the 6G flagship in Finland. And today marks a new landmark day as our MOUs are being signed with the 6G Forum of South Korea, the NGMN Alliance and 5G ACIA Alliance of Germany, the UK Telecom Innovation Network, proving to the world that India's thought and process of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, comes to rest even on her technology pillar of Bharat 6G Alliance. We will also be releasing some reports, I believe, today. Our Bharat 6G Alliance has done a tremendous amount of work, and I would like to commend them on their reports and their targets of contributing at least 10% of patents to the 6G standardization process. And with those words, I'd like to first of all welcome you to Bharat Mata, my country. And I would hope that all of you take back a vignette in your hearts, not only in your minds, of India's not only economic prowess, but of her cultural beauty as you go back to your lands and your homes. I do hope that together we will shape the connection of a sustainable future for all humanity for all times to come. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, sir. Your words always inspire us. And as sir has mentioned, this symposium aimed at fostering the collaborative effort. We will now exchange the MOUs, as sir has mentioned. To begin with, I would like to invite NGMN Alliance, Next Generation Mobile Networks Alliance, and I would like to invite Ms. Anita Deolar, CEO, NGMN Alliance, to kindly be on the dais. And I would like to invite Mr. N.G. Subramaniam and Rajesh Kumar Pathak to do the honors of exchanging the MOUs in presence of Honorable MOC and Secretary Telecom. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we celebrate this momentous occasion. NGMN Alliance is a forum founded by world-leading mobile network operators and open to all partners in all mobile industry. Its goal is to ensure the next generation network infrastructure, service platforms, and devices that will meet the requirement of operators and ultimately will satisfy end users. Thank you and congratulations. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Nadine Petterman, Head of 5G ACIA, and Niels Koenig, Co-Chair 5G ACIA, to kindly exchange the MOUs, 5G Alliance for Connected Industries and Automation Germany. And from BCGA, Mr. N.G. Subramaniam and Rajesh Kumar Pathakji, DG Bharat 6G Alliance, will do the honors. The next MOU will be between UKIFIN, UK India Future Networks Initiative, and UK Telecom Innovation Networks. I would like to request Professor Gerard Parr, Chair in Telecommunications Engineering, University of East Anglia, UK, Professor Dimitra, Professor, University of Bristol, to kindly join with British High Commissioner Lindy Cameron. And from BCGA, Mr. N.G. Subramaniam and Rajesh Kumar Pathak, DG Bharat 6G Alliance, will do the honors. The next MOU will be between 6G Forum South Korea, requesting Dr. Dae Jung Kim, EC Vice Chair 6G Forum, and Kang Min Seong Alex, 6G Forum, to kindly join us on the dais for the exchange of MOUs. Ladies and gentlemen, join your hands as we witness this momentous occasion towards the path of collaborative growth of multiple nations. Thank you. And now with 6G Forum South Korea, also, ladies and gentlemen, we also exchanged an MOU with 6G Brazil, but unfortunately, we don't have a representative here. But we would also like to present to you the exchange of MOU between 6G Brazil and B6GA. And ladies and gentlemen, with this, we will move further for the release of report on Bharat 6G Alliance Working Group Technical Reports. To begin with, we will move forward with the Spectrum Working Group. I also request the Chair, Professor David Koil Pillai, IIT Madras, the Vice Chairs, Mr. Saurabh Mittal, Airtel, Mr. A.K. Tiwari, Reliance Jio, and Mr. Ravi Lakhotia, Vodafone, to kindly join us on the dais for the release of the report. The Spectrum Working Group within the Bharat 6G Alliance has been diligently analyzing global trends in spectrum management for the 5G Advanced and 6G, particularly considering key outcomes from the World Radio Communication Conference. The next report is of applications. I request Dr. Ravi Gandhi, please join your hands. Reliance Jio Vice Chair, Mr. Raghuveer B.K. Niveti System, Professor Rajesh Sundaresan, IISc Bangalore, to kindly join us for the next set of report on applications. It recognizes the pivotal role that applicants will play in shaping both the technical design and commercial potential of 6G. Please join your hands. The next report is on 6G use cases and revenue streams. I would like to invite Mr. Rajesh Singh, Vodafone, Vice Chair Professor Rohit Budhiraja, IIT Kanpur, Mr. Sandeep Sharma, Tech Mahindra, to kindly join us for the launch of the report on 6G use cases and revenue streams. Ladies and gentlemen, this working group of Bharat 6G Alliance has worked tirelessly to develop a strategic roadmap that will serve as a guiding document for researchers, industry leaders, and policy makers. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. The next report is on green and sustainability, requesting Mr. Sachin Gupta, Airtel the Chair and Vice Chair, Dr. Venkat Subramaniam, TCS, to kindly join us on the dais. Bharat 6G Alliance is proud to unveil its sustainability report, a visionary document that places sustainability at the heart of India's 6G network development. This report offers a comprehensive analysis of how we can achieve technological leadership while ensuring environmental responsibility. Join your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude today's event, requesting we would like to thank Honorable MOC for his kind presence. Now I request Dr. Neeraj Mittal to kindly join us on the dais to address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Neeraj Mittal is Chairman, Digital Communications Commission and Secretary, Department of Telecommunications, Government of India. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to bore you and want to let you actually get on with your actual work. I'm really delighted to be here today. By the signing of MOUs, it seems that the world is getting together, confluencing on India as a focal point for the next generation technologies. It could not have been better that we have the IMC, which is the Product and Services Showcasing Platform, and WTSA, which sets the standards for the future products and services happening together in India. We welcome all of you, the delegates from all across the world, from different parts, the members and officials of the 6G alliances which have been signed today. Bharat 6G Alliance, announced by the Honorable Prime Minister, signed by India, gives us an excellent opportunity for India to lead this from the front. If we need to really perform our role, India, along with its partners who have joined hands today, we must ensure that we jointly take the leadership in 6G R&D. Areas such as terahertz communications, intelligent surfaces, AI with sensing systems. The research should not happen in isolation. It should be the singular goal of these MOUs to make sure that Indian Institute of Technology works with maybe a Korea academic institution in a joint area of research and collaborate on standards. I hope that this will be taken into account as we deliberate between today and tomorrow and finalize some areas of research which will be driven by these MOUs which we have signed today. These MOUs should not remain in paper. There are academic institutions represented here. Please use this opportunity to figure out what you will do over the next 1 year to be able to do this joint research. Maybe have a similar collaborative effort to support each other's asks in standards. As Prime Minister said that national priorities are different. India wanted ubiquitousness in the approach to 6G. The world accepted it, and you supported that cause. Similarly, there may be national priorities where we can support other countries. Strengthening public-private partnerships will be another key ask from these MOUs? How do companies which are actually going to implement these solutions work jointly with academic institutions and the partners here to foster innovation and R&D capabilities? Harmonization of policy and spectrum readiness in India, in the other countries, together at the ITU, within the nations, will be a key role player as we move in the next 6 to 8 years to implement 6G technology. And lastly, we need to have skilled manpower. And this collaboration between academic institutions, maybe joint research programs, maybe co-supervision in PhD programs. I think 6G technology provides this substrate to us. We may not have done it in 4G, we may not have done it in 3G, but I think in 6G we have the lead time so that academic institutions can join hands. We have had a discussion with several, and the Department of Telecom would be happy to support all such initiatives. The Prime Minister has given us the target of, and the Honorable Minister said it, of 10,000 patents in 6G. India should become one of the top 3 contributors to global telecom standards. We hope not only India, but every country, every alliance with whom we have signed an MOU today, jointly, together, will be #1 contributor of the standards. With this hope and aspiration, I wish you all the best. My sincere apologies that I will not be able to attend the whole function, although I'm dying to do that because I want to be a part of it. I really know at the very top, I have no hesitation in saying that I don't know very much about 6G. I know what we need to do, but what it is, I know you are going to have. I hope that we will have recorded sessions, which maybe at some point of time I can go through. But thank you for this opportunity. I hope and wish all of us best of luck in this endeavor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Mittal, for your words. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now conclude, and for the closing remarks, vote of thanks, I would like to invite Shri Anil Kumar Bhardwaj, DDG SE DOT, to kindly join us on the stage. Join your hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, respected Honorable Minister in his absence, and respected Secretary Dr. Neeraj Mittal, NGS, as we all lovingly call him, and he is there to support all our initiative. Member Services, Rohit Sharma ji, Member Finance, Sinha Saab. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, my sincere thanks to Dr. Malik Tatipumala, who actually put a lot of effort with us to bring together a galaxy of speakers. My sincere thanks to Ericsson team, Nokia team, and all these alliances, especially UK TIN, Professor Mike Short, I hope he's here. I will find some time to see him. And professors from Ulu University and Korea, and I mean, the list can go on. The whole effort of this 6G symposium is just to make sure that our collaborative efforts increase, and what could have been better way than what our Honorable Minister said in terms of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam and let's work together. So ladies and gentlemen, without taking much time, our sincere thanks for you to join. We have 2 days of wonderful sessions lined up. You have the conference agenda. There is a galaxy of speakers, keynote with Dr. Abhay Karandikar coming today evening sometime, and Eric himself has flown all the way from Sweden. So we hope that this symposium, what we have put together, comes up to the expectation, and we will all become enriched by the discussion on 6G. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful further 2.5 days in India Mobile Congress. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Anil. Now I have important announcement that next our 2-day sessions will be in an adjacent hall. We call it Agni. So our all the 2-day sessions will be Agni. So you will just go out, and then at the last it's there. We'll be making some maybe logistic arrangement. So please allow us some 10 minutes time. By the time we'll be just starting our session 1. So I'll be requesting all, if you have not shared your PPTs, please share with Astha, and we're just making those arrangements. Thank you. Thank you. So let us move to Agni. If that's not, it's occupied, we'll just wait and then just go there. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.